It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see DeAndre Swift. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Eagles and the Jets, and it's all up next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for Alex Erickson that time. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
No one has ever questioned the speed of Hardman, who used some of it to get a first down there. He and the Jets, both hoping that the change of scenery can unlock a new level of production from it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. Fielded at about the 28. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him.
to see how they're going to use him this week.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's across midfield to the 48. The Eagles hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 40-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, here's Swift. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 45-yard line.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On the return is Ward. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. You talk about this Jets defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
At the Jets' 37-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now Rodgers. Pass incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Paul ought to give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Hall again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Give to Hall running right. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Second down and 8.
Rodgers going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets are back within a score.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Sheds off the tackle.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is
is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 19. A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Hurts. This throw caught right around the 6. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Bijan Robinson, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The newest Raider quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, with a touchdown pass. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 6. Now a give, right side Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room right there on that carry.
No, not at
staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's caught. Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They'll run right here with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Penny is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Swift. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Uzoma. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Straight ahead is Hall. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A handoff for Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
For the Jets field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is
all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Oh, leaves him behind in the spin. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 74 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. On 1st down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Swift. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. On first down, Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Rodgers going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The big fella.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close
right?
to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Dancing to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
One more time with Swift.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll run with Swift.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before.
Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
That's caught by Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And he's going to go down again. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says,